4 to 8. So it grows exponentially. You can populate the entire galaxy with intelligence. So it grows exponentially. In a shorter time than the entire galaxy with intelligence. Okay, you can do it in like a million years. So it grows exponentially. In a shorter time than that evolutionary. That's on an evolutionary. With dinosaurs went extinct 65 million years ago.
Exactly.
So
that's a very short time.
Very short. And it's small compared with the lifetime of a planet.
Exactly.
So, and especially the future of the universe.
Right.
So if that's the case, why hasn't it happened yet? And where are the visitors trying to populate this planet that we're on? So it's the Fermi paradox. Where are they?
Maybe they were already here.
Maybe we are.
And maybe we are them.
Okay.
You know.
So there's some religions that are based on that God is actually the aliens. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's right on.
Okay. All right.
Hey, listen,
so
I don't judge.
Just by the fact that you said that, I don't judge how crazy people are. That's what you said. That was implicit in your. So this dead matter. What they don't mean dead matter because that implies it was once alive. They mean inanimate matter. Okay. Inanimate matter evolving to become self-replicating life. Okay. So the question is, maybe that takes so long that it puts a damper on this whole
the other process.
on all the other processes.
Right.
However, that happened really fast on Earth.
Okay.
We went from inanimate molecules to self-replicating life within a couple of 100 million years.
Wow.
And once you have life was there for billions of years. Right. So that's not really that long.
No, it isn't.
Right. So the filter, I don't see that as the big filter. You know what I think the filter is?
What?
Whatever urge you have to colonize planets.
Okay.
And then all your descendants have that same urge.
Right.
There's going to be a point where there's a planet I want to colonize. Oh, but you want to colonize that same planet. So then what do?
You're gonna have a blood feud.
You've got a blood feud
family.
with your own family.
Right.
Correct. And so it could be that the urge to want to expand is self-limiting because you will fight wars.
You cancel yourself out.
The
very urge that causes you to strike out and discover is the same urge that destroys you in the end.
Correct.
Wow.
Right. And there are whole categories of these kinds of problems in life. For example, I don't know if it still happens if you lose a quarter between the base and the back of the seat in your car.
Right.
And you reach for it.
Right.
The act of reaching for it separates the two cushions more, and then it falls further in.
See, I'm cheap. That whole seat's coming out. Okay, I'm gonna be honest.
Get in that corner.
I have actually pulled a seat out to get to money that's falling.
We got 1 minute left. Let's do lightning round. Go.
All right, here we go. You know what? This is an education question, so let's do it.
Do it.
This is
lightning round.
Stephen Donham. He says, "Hey Neil, love your show. Listen all the time. My question is about Common Core math being taught in school. It seems like a waste of time, and kids have to go through all of these extra steps to get the right answer when there were simpler ways to get the right answer when it comes to life and death and space. Wouldn't it not be better to get the right answer the fastest possible way?"
Oh, good question.
Very good question.
I'm not doing a lightning round on that question.
Okay.
It's too important.
It is a very
I'm
important.
going to end with my answer to that question.
Okay, so this is the end of the show, and that's why
I'm doing deep dive on educational philosophies.
Well, that's why I picked the question.
In my recent months and years.
You're an education. You're an educator.
A deep dive, and I'm looking at what people have said, what have worked, what hasn't, best practice, and I have come to conclude with regard to that question.
Okay.
What matters more than the right answer is the right question.
Interesting.
And taking a cue from Isaac Asimov in an essay he once wrote called The Relativity of Wrong.
The relativity of wrong.
Yes. Okay, so here you go. You're in elementary school. And I have a spelling bee. And I ask you to spell cat. And you spell it K-A-T. It's marked wrong.
Right.
You don't get any credit for that because the correct answer is C-A-T. Right. But suppose instead you had spelled it X-Q-W. It's still marked wrong.
And that's so much farther away than
It's so much farther away than K-A-T. In fact, you could argue that K-A-T is a better spelling than C-A-T. You know why? Because if you look up cat in the dictionary, C-A-T The phonetic spelling is KAT. Okay?
That's awesome.
But you got it marked wrong.
Right.
So this urge to get the right